Well, global access to clean water and sanitation is part of the Sustainable Development Goals that were passed recently, and Kenya spearheaded the approval of those Sustainable Development Goals adopted by the United Nations General Assembly. Kenya co-chaired the intergovernmental process that led to the formulation of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. After a special session of the UN summit, President Uhuru Kenyatta spoke to KTN News's Sophia Wanuna, and here's part of that interview.
In the SDGs, we have gender making it there. Women, even going by the Jubilee Manifesto, is a close issue to you. You're co-chairing one of the meetings on that. However, talk to us about how we protect the gains, because back home we're seeing the not more than 2/3 gender rule, full implementation pushed to 1 year because we're not quite there yet.
We are continuing as a government to putting women on the center stage. We as the executive have done, for the first time in the history of Kenya, achieve the objective of having at least 1/3 of women in our administration. 1/3 of the people in our administration are actually women, and we've gone out of our way to ensure that they are not holding just menial positions. Defense, for the first time in the history of Kenya, is a position held by a woman. Foreign affairs, position held by a woman. Devolution, which is a major portfolio, held by a woman. Tourism, another senior portfolio, held by a woman. Environment, held by a woman. And I think Kenyans are saying for themselves that these are people who are doing a good and great job. And yes, we may not be where we want to be, but the strides that we are making are quite impressive. As a government, we have put in play, again for the first time, the 30% procurement for women, youth, and persons with disability, again trying to enhance the role that women play in development. Acknowledging that by leaving women and our young people out, you're basically leaving the majority of the population from the center of the developmental agenda. And we are doing everything we can to mainstream gender and to ensure that all able Kenyans are able to play their role in the development and growth of our country.
Again, youth, a subject close to your heart. You've talked a lot about this even in your speech to the Assembly. And one of the targets is increase the number of youth with relevant skills in national building. In Kenya, for example, we have the National Youth Service. And a lot of the times, however, despite the gains we have seen, there's a lot of challenges and a lot of politicking about it.
We have seen a lot of success actually coming from it. We have seen crime rates fall in inner cities as a result of this program. We have seen young people begin to establish themselves in business as a result of this program and become self-employed and actually gone on to become employers themselves. So the focus on young people is something that we will not give up on. And I call upon all of us to recognize that let us work together to overcome whatever challenges there are.